Good afternoon. How are you? I don't. Yep. Just popped on. Hello, Trish and Celeste, Steve, and hey. Yeah, this is a kind of surprise, just like poof. Yep. Um, can you guys all hear me all right? Aloha, Kim Jones. Hi. Hey, hello. Wow. I'm glad you're all. What you guys sleep beside your computers? Like it came up pretty fast. Hello, Rochelle. Okay, everybody hears me. Yeah, this is just it was something fast I put together, and I decided. Well, I mean, I got a phone call from somebody, and they helped me decide. Anyways, I had some new ideas, and yeah, I had some new ideas for the channel and stuff like that. I wanted to run it by you. Uh, yeah, you remember the old coffee time with Jeffy Bear, but I want to bring that back. But I guess I'm having a problem because I'm not running around seeing people in vans, and I'm not doing the van life the way I wanted to do it. And we all know a reason why. I'm waiting. But however, I'm sometimes I get news, and I want to sort of give back to you guys. So um, I'll put up my before or after. I'll put up my email address. If you guys have anything you want to talk about, small, big, whatever, or what's going on in your life, if you want to share it, I'm not going to force you, but if you do, email me and we'll talk about it. Yeah, we'll talk about it, and we'll do that. And yeah, just tell me what's new in your life because it's all about me most of the time. And yeah, well, you guys have brought me here, kept me here, so it should be something about you guys. Because I know I do have lots of loyal fans, subscribers that follow me and always think, you know, good thing, good things about me and stuff. So yeah, I was going to mention today from my friend Insanity. She sent me a card she made, which is really great. And yeah, it was I mean, it was special, but I mean, yeah, just like, she knows I love songs. She knows I love different things like that. So she made a sentence with all different songs. And yeah, well, that's true, Rochelle. It's coffee time with Jeff. Jeffy can be wherever. It's about the friendships built from an amazing community. And that's true. And I don't forget that, but I mean, I know that. So it's like, yeah, it's true. It's like it can be any time, but I've gotten away from it since I guess I'm a little anal. Since I'm not driving around and doing my lifestyle the way I was doing it before, I sort of like threw coffee time out the door because I'm not up at 6 or 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning anymore. I mean, I still get up fairly early, but I've been not sleeping the best. So, I mean, I sleep, but I don't sleep when I want to sleep. I go to bed at 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. I wake up at 8:30 to 9:30. So, yeah, and I'm having a hard time doing things. And yeah, and the other thing, I mean, this is going to be a short little thing, okay? So I'm glad you all showed up. Not going to be long, but um, oh yeah, you all heard me talk about my Trillium Fund to get my drugs. Okay, well, I got news from them. It's not good. That's I qualify, but I qualify for because they put it under one household. I qualify for my whole family. So that's Katie, the 4 boys, and me. And I'm sitting there and I said, yeah, but I said, this is just for me. And she said, well, why didn't you say that? You applied for everybody. And I said, yes, because I was told to apply. She said, no, no, you. I said, yes, I was. Like, almost got in an argument with her, right? I said, I was told to. I sent it in. I sent my Trillium fund in 3 times or 2 times. I sent it in the first time just about me. And she says, they said they had whoever answered the phone have to know about everybody in my family. So I put them all in. Then they said they all had a sign. Then I got a letter saying, no, they don't all have a sign because they're not over 16. And I said, so I reapplied again, and now I got it, but I got it for a family. And now you're telling me I got to reapply again to get them off of that and then get on my own? And she said, yeah. And I said, this is I mean, that was nice. I said, but I said, in my head, I'm going, I wish y'all get taught the same. Because I finally talked to somebody that seems to know everything about Trillium, but I got her at the last. When the other people told me, no, I couldn't do this. And I thought maybe because I do say I sometimes forget, I asked my daughter, Kate, what happened here? Did we mess up? And she goes, no, you told me they wanted everybody. And you said, I'm not going to send everybody in. Why the heck should we do that? And that's the thing. So yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I just let it go. I said, okay. And I followed what they said. And I guess that's the frustrating part. So that part's over with. I got to wait till I get a letter or an email. They haven't sent it to me yet. Got to wait till I get a letter or an email. And then I got to apply again and just do it for me. Uh, but the whole thing is that's my frustrations. I'm starting over again. I've been here for 4 months or 5 months or whatever the heck it is. And I got to start over again with that. I'm hoping I don't have the same disastrous reaction when my driving thing comes in, because I've done that 3 times too, different doctor's notes and stuff. And the answer I got I'm going to call tomorrow. The answer I got the last time I talked, or was last week, said call again during the week next week, and it should be either mailed out to you or whatever. I said, is that good? He said, well, it might be with an okay. Might be that it's okay. However, it might not be, and you might have to fill out some more forms. And I'm like, why can't you all just tell me these are all the forms? Here, we got 5 forms. How many of them apply to you? Fill them out, send them back, and then that'd be. But yeah, Ontario seems to be so. Now, if anybody here works in Ontario government, I'm sorry, but yeah, it's so backwards, and it's really hard to get in here. I mean, I'm not even in BC. And the other day, along with Insanity's letter she gave me, the other day I also got a check from BC Driving saying because of gas prices, they gave me a refund. I won't get any more. They gave me a refund of $110. Dude, and I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff here because I qualify, but right now I can't tell them I drive because I don't have a driver's license for here. So if there's any driving stuff here, I'm not getting anything. Anyways, and then another. Okay, so that's the end of that. So that's what's been happening, and the other part is I don't know if some of you watch Blind Views. He talks about different things. Sometimes he goes on little rants or big rants, and sometimes he talks about people out in the field here, like me, you guys, or whatever, if you got a channel. Anyways, he asked me, one time he was talking to me and stuff, and I watched it. And then he asked me the other day, can I send him an audio, email him an audio of me saying, and that's Blind Views, and that's the way I see it. So I did. It took me about 3 or 4 times to do it because I sent him one. He emailed me back. He said, it's great video, but I can't hear nothing. So I made about 3 more videos. I couldn't do nothing, no sound in it. And I clicked something. I don't know. I pulled out, I pulled out my plug, my earplugs, and I did it and I played it. And it's like, yeah, okay, I heard it. So I sent them all 3. So I bombarded them with a whole bunch of little clips that you see if you ever watch his channel. Like I said, it can be rough and it can be good at the same time, but you know, a lot of people are in it, and I think the last video he did, a whole bunch of people that actually did say that. So that's the thing. Anyways, that's basically my little update for a while. But I was thinking of that stuff. Oh yeah, and I know some of you probably, and I might show you one that you already seen before, but I finished it. I signed my name to it, so it wasn't completed yet. I just figured that out. My drawings are going not too bad. They're getting a little better, but you know, we all seen this one, I believe. Yeah, we all seen this one. Yeah, okay. Well, that's what I've been doing. Then I did this one just of an old window, wooden window, and it's been blocked up, but surrounded by a whole bunch of stones. I did that one. That was the other day. I think I'm trying too hard because I'm using different medias. I'm using a magic marker. I'm using an ink felt pen, and I'm using paints. And anyways, this last one I did, uh, it's good, but I'm like I could treat my whatever. I'm very rough on myself. Not good enough in my opinion, but I did this one of I think I mentioned it before of the train. It's an electric train. There's only 4 or 7 I think in the world now, and we have one here in Cornwall. So I didn't put any background, but I did try to get close to the rust, and it was red, but there's lots of rust now, and yeah. So I did that one. That was my last one. I got a few other ones I got in my head already. I'm going to try to do a series of, yeah, I don't like talking because I sometimes don't do what I talk about, or I don't want to do it now that I mentioned it. But uh, I like stuff like this, not this particular one, but I like stuff like it. Uh, so I got, I mean, I take a lot of these pictures off of YouTube. I take a lot of these pictures off of people that are pretty good. But I still got to draw it, and it's in my thing. I still got to draw it. And I had somebody tell me that sometimes I'm off of my scale, so I'm practicing on that. So yeah, don't be shy. I mean, I practice on. It should be longer, smaller in general, and longer, and everything else would be fine. But yeah, I didn't do some things to it that I should have done, and I'm learning. That's the thing. I am learning. I'm not a professional by any means. I always felt bad about copying other people's stuff, but they say, come draw with me. This is how I draw it. Here, try it yourself. So I do. And when it turns out good, I like it. And and that's, I've done lighthouses like that. I've done different things like that. I've done a lot of things like that. So I'm just trying to get better and find out more and more things. So that's pretty much it for what I'm doing right now in my life. And I'm hoping and praying every day. Yeah, I'm praying every day that, yeah, I hear back. At least I heard something. It's not the best news I heard from Trillium, but at least they know me who I am now because I keep on bugging them, and now I'm just waiting for my fan thing. So, anyways, yeah, let me see. Okay, I'm gonna try to read a couple of comments and figure it out. Oh, okay. Tony Lombard. Hey, Jeffy. I saw a YouTube about how she lives in her van in a wheelchair and how it works for her. She's in the USA. Uh, there's a couple of people on here, and I apologize. I forgot their names. But they sent me a video, or they sent me a link to a video that I watched believe she was Canadian at one time, and I believe she did something with the Olympic team. I'm not sure what it was, but she showed their van and everything. And as soon as I seen it, I went like bling bling. Like that's probably more money than I even imagined to make. But she had some really good ideas. Don't get me wrong. I know money helps, but it's not everything. But she had. Hey Bruce, how you doing? Glad to see you. She had, yeah, she had a lot of nice things, and I thought, wow, that's pretty impressive. Now, I don't know if this is a bad thing about what I'm going to say or a good thing, but I'm having a hard time. Like, I know it's the same word, handicap, crippled, whatever, but I'm having a hard time to follow people that still have their legs, but they're in a wheelchair. It's not that they don't have good ideas, but I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how you would know what it feels like. But I'm telling you, it's much different with no legs than it is with legs. With legs, I can see you got counterbalance. You got weight there. It's still there. You can't move them, but they're still there. But they're also very cumbersome. And me, like all the way down to like, I mean, I got just, I don't even have up to my knees. I got before my knees are cut. So I basically got like a little tripod, little stand so I can sit on my behind, including I have to make room for my man parts and everything else. And unfortunately, it's very uncomfortable sometimes sitting the way I sit, but I don't have any choice. I'm strong, but I'm not strong enough to lift my whole body yet off the chair and separate it so I can turn without turning like this. So there's some pain there sometimes when I do that. And so, yeah, I just have a hard time relating. Only one guy, I forget his name, but I think that's the name that Badge was talking about. I think his name is Neil, but he used to go by the title of No Arms, no legs, no problem. And he was on one of them videos by Blind Foods. He was running with legs, with artificial legs. Now I don't know if they're below the knee or above the knee, but whatever he does, I mean, he was actually. I was inspired by him before I lost my legs. I said, "Man, if this guy could do it." I mean, I was just thinking what I could do at that time. If this guy could do it, man, I mean, it shouldn't be a problem. But I just don't relate sometimes. I can see a lot of good things from it. They all are handicapped or crippled or whatever. And I'm not saying that. Like I'm not trying to be mean when I say that, but I just have a hard time relating to that because I have no legs, and it's totally different in lots of respects to get get off the ground and move around, and that's the thing I have a problem. Rochelle, you are absolutely right about the differences. It's understandable how you are feeling and see things. Thank you. Um, I mean, that's just one person, but thank you. I appreciate that because, yeah, I don't want to be like, oh, you're not crippled enough. That's BS. Yeah, everybody's got a handicap, but it's like I wanna do it a little different. Like I have to see it the way I see it because I look down at me, no legs, so I can't look at somebody else in a wheelchair and they got everything I got except they have legs. And I know like there's no like lie on the back. That's why I used to call myself a turtle. I couldn't flip over no matter how hard. Even today, when I lean back, I have to put my hands over my head and do this just to see that's extended from my body, just to get that and then up and over all at the same time. So that's the difference. But I'm trying to work through that uh, very much so. Oh, living second childhood. Hello to all. Neil is still dealing with ways to give to you in your descriptions. Oh, not sure what that means, but yeah. Well, if you see Neil or whatever, talk to Neil. I don't know how close or if you talk. Just tell him like he really did inspire me, even though when I had legs and everything, he did. I mean, I really think I've always been an underdog. You know, I mean, when I grew up, I was picked on a lot, and I started to stand up for myself, and I became a bully. But bully's a bad word, but it's still wrong. But I became a bully, but I bullied the bullies who were picking on innocent people or kids with less than or stuff. And and that's the thing. I mean, I didn't let anybody push them around. I said, if you want to push somebody, try pushing me. So yeah, I've always liked the underdog. I've always liked, and you know what? Even as I say that, I want to throw up because I'm not an underdog, man. I'm not. I'm not an underdog by any means. And I know I'm zipping around with stories. I'm all excited here. Uh, I also found it's not my saying, but I did find it, and I'm going to change it up just a little bit, just to make sure that I'm not infringing on anybody. But I seen this thing. I didn't come up with it. I seen it on a program, and I really loved it because it hit me right between the eyes. It says, "Having a disability don't disable dreams," and that's what I'm all about. Just because I don't have legs doesn't mean I can't do what I used to always do and want to do. So, but I have limits. Uh, Gail's exploration. I'm an artist that paints and draws, and everybody's art, drawing, and painting are their own. You paint your way, the other person paints their way. There is no right or wrong. I'm finding that out too. Yeah, and I'm finding that people are expanding some of them truths and stuff. Uh, yeah, Jeffy, you're not. Oh, Mark from Mark. Yeah, I have a hard time seeing, so I think it's Calder Bank or something like that. I apologize if I called you Mark. Jeffy, you're not disabled. You're just less able person and a good person. Well, thank you very much. Uh, Annie, Jeffy Bear, live in concert. I've got you on two devices, stereo sound. Well, thank you. No, so I mean that's the whole thing, right? And yeah, that's the whole thing. I mean, I'm trying my best to go ahead, but I mean, I have some forces against me, which are government and stuff. And it's not they're not really against me, but they take their time. They don't really care who they're talking to, in some regards. They take their time. So yeah, Travel Dreamer 46. We are differently able. uh, Laura, see, I'd like you to put a PO box or link to Amazon for ways to give to you in your descriptions. Uh, okay, I'll try to do that. Yep. I think yeah, well, yeah, okay, we'll work on that. My brain's a little messed up. I got to write everything down. Okay. If it ain't done before this thing is over, it will be done soon. Uh, Michelle again. My sister's paralyzed, spinal cord injury from a lack of oxygen going to her brain, her organs. Sorry. When she fell ill a little over a year ago, she how having her legs does help her at times. Yeah. Well, that's what I think. I mean, I've seen some people, I've known some people. Um, yeah, and legs, even though in my, this is just the way I look at it. I'm not going to be too sensitive. This, yeah, if they don't work, like, why are you keeping them? Like, and I know some people do need to keep them, and I understand that. There's another guy on here who does have legs. He gets in trouble all the time. His wife helps him out a lot, but and then he injured himself, and it's taken a while for him to heal, and he might lose him. And it's like, yeah, like if they're not going to help you, are there going to be a hindrance other than, I mean, I don't know why. I mean, this is just me thinking, not a medical. I just don't know why people choose to keep them. I heard of people saying, well, sometimes they come back and sometimes they can move them and sometimes they could be used again, but most often than not, they can't be. And that's why I wonder. And I don't know if that's an extra expense, or I don't know if you can just walk up to your daughter or doctor and say, hey, doc, I don't use these. Can you take them off for me? I don't think, I mean, I think in the States, I would imagine it would be quite costly to do that. In Canada, I think you need a good reason to get that done after you've chose not to for a while. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that's just what I think. And that, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to move forward. And I like to watch a lot of people, but I just haven't been able to, see everything. But I haven't found anybody in my particular instance. I mean, I'm not saying they're out there, but I haven't come across them yet that have no legs and doing or going to try to do what I've been doing or going to try to do. And I believe I've had the experience, so I believe I just have to find ways of getting around it. Uh, yeah, Travel Dreamer. Legs provide a counterbalance. It is physics. That is true, Jeffy Bear. Where we all struggle is a lack of access. Never deny your feelings. It gives you the light to conquer in spite of it all. Yeah, and that's, I mean, I scratch my head sometimes and say, how come this is not working, or whatever. But yeah, it's going to be. I mean, it's going to when I get a van. The day I get a van, I mean, I might not do anything to it. Might clean it. That's about it. But I'm going to ponder over winter. I'm going to go for a drive, though. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if I'll sleep in it, but I'm going to go for a drive for sure. But I'm going to ponder on it and get some measurements. And, no one will ever, well, you see my van, you might not have seen anything else like it. At least I haven't. And I've been watching videos and stuff like that. And, when I put my name in there, double amputee below, above the knee, doing van life. There's a few things that come up, but guess who qualifies for that? I was amazed. I said, "There's no one else. I haven't seen anybody else. Not even people in wheelchairs. They don't even come up with legs. Like, they don't come up. I come up. Now, it might have been upgraded since I said that, but it was just last week. I come up. And I was like, wow, okay. So I'm trying to, why I talked about all these different things, coffee time, and, you guys can put in some of your ideas or whatever, and give me your ideas of, what's going on in your life, and we could talk about it, or, or whatever, hear it. It's like I got to do something different. I mean, I can't do the old way I used to do things. So I got to do different things. I mean, I'll probably drive. I'll probably show the fact I won't be able to do the jumping in and out of the van because to change the camera lens. So I'm waiting for another phone or another fairly good camera so I can take video and talk at the same time. Like, have a camera back here behind me and talk to my phone, and then, and yeah. And it's only going to be a few months. I think in just before winter starts, or in the winter, uh, I'll be done with Fido, so I'll get another one, but I'll keep this one, and I'll be able to have it. That's what most of the people I know do. They have two cameras or two phones. The only one I know that doesn't have it, and I've seen other people, but the only one I know that doesn't have it is Emmy. Chrome and Joseph have two. Some people are using what's them little cameras there? GoPros. Some of them are using that. I think Chrome and Emmy and Joseph and even Brent, they all got them helicopter drones. They all got them. Yeah, and so that's the thing. And it's like I'm just saying, I gotta change up the way I used to do things, and that's what this whole thing's about. That's why I came on today. And yeah. Now let me see. Laura C. I think our government is slow as molasses and put up roadblocks to try to not give out money too fast. Well, that could be. Uh, Diane Forever, 420. Hello, Jeffy. How is the weather by you today? Cloudy, raining a bit. It is real. Feel triple digits where I am. A great day to have some ice cream. Well, it's cooler here, so yeah. I think I had too much ice cream a couple of days ago. Oops. No, and living second childhood. We are doing work around when my DD1 experiences a roadblock. There's almost always a workaround. It takes some thinking and craftiness. Yes, it does. Yeah. Uh, Brian McCall, Jeffy, dance for my entertainment. Well, Brian, if you watched me the other day, I said I met up with Badge. You should go over to Blind Views a couple of videos ago. Badge and he has it on his channel. We did the chicken dance. So, you want to see me dance? Go check him out. Jennifer Eman, I love watching you. Let me see. Okay, I just messed it up. Sorry. Yeah, I just seen that. And I hit the button. And that's what happens in my life, man. I hit buttons and things disappear. That's exactly what happens in my life. Oh, I got it. Jennifer Eman, I love watching you paint pretty picture. You are a very sweet and lovely person. I love listening to your voice and like watching you cooking in your van. You will get back on the road soon. Yes, I will. And I still have to cook, so yeah, I'll continue that, and I'll probably do it more than I do now. Uh, Rachel Leduc, again, I always say to people the word able is in disable because I am still able. I won't let my disability stop me from living life. Amen to that. And not to out you, Rachel, but Rachel is one person that has some problems too. She mentioned it, and there's people like Raven, and there's other people. There's lots of people that I know that are on my channel that, that have some issues of mobility or stuff like that, and they all inspire me. They all inspire me, and even yeah, even other people I know, they inspire me. They keep on going. They get kicked down sometimes, and not by people, just by them, their bodies and stuff. But they keep on going. That inspires me. It inspires me. One time, somebody wrote to somebody and said, I watched this guy. This guy was going through similar to what I was going through. He lost one leg, and you know, she said, I got him to watch videos, and I saved his life. Well, I don't know about that, but obviously he got something from me. So stuff like that. Another lady once put down, I think if I got this right, I'm not trying to boast myself, but She said something like, I mean, I saved this guy's life or something. Like he watches me, and I guess she said something like, if he can do it, you can do it. And I don't mind if people say that, because yeah, if I can do it, you can do it. You just got to be committed. That's the whole thing. Got to be committed. That's really what you want to do. Then do it. Don't let anybody hold you back. Nobody. Nope. Nope. When I had legs, my doctor told me when I busted my knee playing baseball, you'll never run again. I didn't run as fast as I used to because they used to call me like a gazelle. But I could still run. Wasn't pretty, but I still ran. I didn't walk. I ran. So, and I jogged a little bit. That's what somebody said. You'll never do that again. BS. You'll never do it again. I'm going to try. Anyway, that's my little rant for today. Oops. You get to be travel again. You get to be the leader. Remember, there is a little boy out there that is watching you and is in your corner. His mom said you were his hero. I think I just talked about that guy, man. That's what I mean. It's in my head. I think about people like that. Don't worry about letting me down. I don't want to let anybody else down that watches me and inspired with the craziness I do. Yeah, that's the problem. I don't want to forget that, man. I didn't make it this far alone. I know that. You guys have helped me out. You guys. You just sit there for a second and think of it. Every one of you guys, if I seen you on here or not, you guys have helped me out. Here we go. Yeah, see, Barbara Burke. I've mentioned her before and I talked about her. She's helped me out. This person took care of her father, took care of things, put her stuff on hold when she had spare time, building out her van, her vehicle, blah, 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 and hurricanes or tornadoes and rainstorms and everything else. She inspired me. She inspired me. She's one of them, and there's other ones out there too. Barbara, I just got here. I wanted to get at least one of your stickers this past weekend. Hang in there with me. Things are been a bit crazy with my finances. Okay, I'll hang in there with you. Uh, you know, yeah, okay, that's fine. Uh, get a 22-year-old intern, babe. Well, sorry, I couldn't find one. I got one that's a little bit older. She's great. Thank you. Kudos to who you know I'm talking about. Yeah, no. I got 2 for 1. The one I got. They're all great. Like I said, they sort of like talked to me a little bit before about talking about Jeffy bears and stuff and coffee time. Yeah. They inspired that and then the rest. Well, I just winged it. I've seen some wheelchair nomads in the video that I follow. There aren't many, but they are part of the nomad community here in the USA. Well, okay. If you have a link to that or something, please send it to me or put it up on here and I'll look at it or something. Because I'm not saying I'm the only one, but I haven't seen any. I mean, I haven't heard of many. But if you can find a link to that, let me know. I'd like to look in on that and see what's going on because they can help me. Because like I said, somebody with legs, and like again, no offense, somebody with legs can't help me because I don't have legs, and I know about the mathematical equations of weight and stuff like that. I just they got some tricks I need to learn, man. I really do. Okay, Diane Forever. We are supposed to get rain where I am tomorrow and Thursday. Then they say it'll cool down. I believe it when it happens. Well, yeah, but it's happening here today. So it was like 30. It was 33 the other day here, and then it went down to that. So I believe it's going to happen. I don't know how quick, but it will. Uh, Unfortunately, we are just a number when it comes to the government. I commend you on being so patient. I'm sure you are frustrated to the max, but your positive attitude and ways are admirable. Well, on camera, I seem all right. Off camera, yeah, mother. Yeah, it's like, yeah. I don't say it to them, but when I hang up, I go into a little hissy fit. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, no. I mean, I'm glad that it comes across like I'm all cool and casual, but some days I'm not. A lot of days I am, but some days I'm not because I know all that ranting and raving ain't gonna change anything. So yeah, but thank you. uh, Travel Dreamer again. If you want to cut a rug dance and practice in your manual chair, I grew up going to dances as a small child at the VFW, Veteran of Foreign Wars. Okay, a lady double above knees was awesome. She could dance. Well, thank you. I'll check it out. No, it's true. I mean, it's true. It's everything's possible. These ain't legs; these are wheels. But I'm trying. Uh, Gypsy Jan, hey Jeff, how's it going? What? I'm still here. Every time I say that, I remember a movie, Papillon, at the end, when Steve McQueen jumps off the cliff and he leaves Buddy Boy there, um, back on the island, and he's floating out in the middle of floating out in the middle of the ocean on coconuts, and his leg like he's got his legs up and his hands up, and he looks up at the sky and he says, "I'm still here, you bastard." I every time I say that, I'm still here, man, and that's what I think of. So yeah, cooking show. I miss it too. You yeah, no, I miss it too. Uh, but like, I don't always cook for myself or something fast or whatever. But yeah, I like to. I mean, I like to put some stuff together. Uh, yeah, I think I'm just all caught up in that darn license thing. Can't wait to that. That's on my mind most of the time. Can't wait for that to happen. Oh yeah, travel dreamers, cooking with Jeffy Bear and Cornwall. We are not talking corn on the cob. They do have some great corn here though, just outside of Cornwall. See, I can't get to it, so and I will. I'm going to look into that. I know I just seen Ramblin' Rocket there. Yes, Jeffy Bear should continue. Jeffy Bear and Coffee Time, and yes, and I am going to do my best to do that. I am. Well, yeah, I brought it up, so yeah, you know, I don't know if I'll be able to get out to Timmy's, but I still, I'll be able to do it. Okay, Gypsy Jan, I want to see more of your artwork. Well, I did these recently, and you've been to Cornwall, so last one I did this one. That's the electric train there near Walmart. And I took this off of YouTube, or no, not off YouTube. Well, somebody that does photographs and they put in old houses and stuff that should be falling apart by now, but it's not. And I did this one. It's a window surrounded by rocks. I did that, and well, you all seen this one, Jack Lee's. I did that. That's all the new ones I have. So yeah, there'll be more coming. Like I said, when I get this driving thing off my brain so much, I'll be able to focus more because that's one thing that's gone. I thought I was cut loose. I thought I was about to get loose of Trillium. Now they tell me I got to start over again. So, yeah, it's it's heavy on my brain. Uh, Brian McCulloch. Well, worst case, you can always become a hitman for hire to save up for the amazing van. Oh, I did that before. We don't want to do that again. No, no, no. I'll just joke. Just joke. Yeah, I want something new, Brian. Something new. John Colm, okay. It was great to see you with some vanning friends that call on you, and it would be good to see you in a van. Cheers from New Zealand. Thank you very much, John. Yeah, it will be. And I'll get there someday. Uh, um, yes, Sissy Taylor. I enjoyed when you would carve those wizards. Yeah, I've made a decision to move forward. I'm gonna still carve. That's not what I'm moving forward from. I'm gonna buy myself some batteries for some of the machines I got here, some of my tools, and and somebody's promised me. Well, and it's not like a promise, but I mean they did say, and they have access to it. My friend Andy from VanLife Conversions, he deals in wood, and he gave me some wood before, and it got all burnt, not by me, but they had to get rid of it, so use it for firewood. Yeah, he says he's going to send me some wood. So when he does, and I'm going to start carving again. And I think that's going to be because I won't be able to do much. I mean, hopefully I'll be able to get out the front door here in the wintertime, but I might not be able to because the roads are pretty icy at times. Sometimes they're clean, sometimes they're not. But yeah, if I'm stuck in here, I plan on doing a lot of that stuff. What else here? So I will make more wood carvings. Craig Betts. Hello, Jeff and everyone. Hello, Craig. Uh, yeah. Uh, Barbara. Yeah. Laughing. Okay. Craig Betts. Good news for anyone who follows Brent. The shop found an engine. Should be here tomorrow. Well, good for him. I was about to call him today. And yeah, that's what I was going to do. I'm not sure what you're saying, Kim. You said sell it. Uh, Sharon the Wild. Oh, Joseph. Hello, Joseph. You know, Joseph's one guy that follows me. He calls me on occasion. I mean, I look at some of his stuff, but um, some of that stuff, other than the fishing thing, I can do. But where he goes, I could never get to it. So I haven't followed him too much, and he knows that. I mean, I think that's okay. But he always calls me. He always reaches out to me. He reaches out to me more than I reach out to him. So thanks again, Joseph, for showing up. I appreciate it. Okay, Gypsy Jan. Talk to you later. Bye bye. Sissy Taylor. That would be great if you gave give your give you a link of nomads that could help you out. He to help you out. He sure would learn how to do things on the road. Yeah, well, if somebody can give me links to them people that have no legs or in the same problem, same thing that I'm in, go for it. I'm all open, man. I really am. Uh, Travel Dreamer, what's your favorite wood to carve? Well, basswood is like the easiest to carve, and I use that a lot because of my hands arthritis. But I had some Douglas fir. I had to get rid of. I love cedar. Pine's not too bad, but cedar because it's tight, a little bit tight. The grains are tight, and then I think I cut. I soft maple. I never heard of that before, but when I went to Andy's, man, he had chunks. Well, when I talk about chunks, it's not like, yeah, chunks, like that thick chunks that I got at cut them in quarters or in whatever. Like I got 6 to 8 pieces out of one little chunk that he says is a chunk. I mean, it was great stuff. I never really got to it because, like I said, all the stuff started to happen. Uh, and that's the thing. So, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. Anything to do with fish, and Joseph's already gobbled them up, that's for sure. uh, Roseanne. Oh, I lost you again, Roseanne. Oh, there you are. Hello, Jeffy from Walnut Creek, California. Glad you're doing your thing on YouTube. Good to see you all the time. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Sharing a while, just running in while I work on next van, and I should be done by the weekend. Woo. Hey, you've been working on that a while, haven't you? But he does good work, so it'll be worthwhile whenever he gets it done. Yeah. Laura C. And here I'm dreaming about moving to Michigan and looking at safe for pet snow melt and thinking how the dogs will adjust. Yeah, well, yeah. One day you will have a 4-wheel chair or track chair. I like the track chair because it looks like a tank. Yeah, I wouldn't mind, but yeah. It would have to come from somebody out there because I just don't have unless I make a lot of money doing this, I don't know. But yeah, I don't have the funds for that. I can picture you ranting, but you can laugh about it. Much needed skill to go through this nonsense. Yeah, can't take things too serious. And the only thing you do take serious is death, and you won't even know it when it happens. So, yeah, that's about it. Serious like a heart attack. Yeah. Love you too, Joseph. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. What else do I got here? Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you, Kate. I love being here. Oh, hi, Brunel. Jeffy Bear from Hanton, Alberta. Can't wait to meet you. Either here, BC, or Ontario. Well, it'll happen much faster once I get a van. Not this year, I don't think, but I'm hoping for next year. But I can't go both ways. I can't go east and west, so I don't know. I will see what happens. More than likely, I'll probably go east first, and then I'll make it west eventually. But if I am not scheduled for surgery, I should be going to my sister's in Bethany, Ontario. Send me the location for Andy's shop. Maybe I can pick up some wood for you and deliver it to you when I get back. Well, thank you very much, Ben. Yeah, well, no, thank you very much for that offer. The only thing is that I don't know where Andy's shop is because Andy's moved and he hasn't told me that yet. So, but I'm going to ask him again just to see what, I don't like pushing people, especially when stuff is free. And I know he's come through because he's the same guy that built my cabinets and that one cabinet that I have. And and he's been more than any time. Like I was watching an old video and he says, you know, anything you need or whatever, if you show up at my shop, you got it. Something to that effect. And that's a challenge. So one of these days, hopefully. I mean, if I do go anywhere, I might go to Toronto or something just to say hi. I don't expect nothing, but maybe I'll pick his brains because, I mean, I know whatever I'm going to build is going to be different than anything else I've seen. I mean, not different in that way. You're going to need a bed, a shelf, stuff like that, but they ain't going to be like up here. They're going to be down here. As long as I can get my stumps underneath them, because believe it or not, I don't know if I said this, but believe it or not, I have pain, shadow pain, uh, in my legs. It's not like painful, but it's a pain in my butt, really. When I sat in the bear's den, I sat on my couch here like I am now, and my feet went down, but my countertop, the face of it, I always had to curl up my toes at the bottom, so they were always up against the wood like that, right? These aren't my toes, but you know what I mean? And that used to pain me after a while. And I still remember that. So I'm starting to understand when they say all you're feeling with the pain is muscle memory and it's up here. So it takes a while for that to go away. I believe that part has, but that's where I think I got it from. And I'm like, wow. So I got to be able to stick my legs underneath something. Oh, Don, not coffee time with, well, how about this, Don? Too hot for coffee. Well, I met an old guy. Him and his wife go in, and he has a coffee, but it's not the hot stuff; it's the cold stuff. And he says, "Oh, I love this stuff. I just don't like cold coffee." But I heard a saying one time: if you drink hot in the heat, it cools you off better than cold. Cold will do it right away and it goes away, but the hot seems to help out. That's what I heard. I'm not sure if it works, but yeah. Uh, no east or no west, and you end up in Calgary. Thanks, travel. So, Granny, hey, Jeffy Bear, good to see you. Love your videos. Lots of love from Morganton, North Carolina. Oh, thank you, Celtic Granny. I got that right, I think. Okay. Oh, Radio Man. Hi, Jeffy. Greetings from Orlando. Uh, oh, Kimberly, can hear you. I can hear you from California. Well, good for you. Great. I'm glad. No, that's not being sarcastic. I mean, I'm happy that I'm coming through clear. That's great. I don't really drink hot coffee. I drink over 64 ounces of iced coffee throughout the day. Yeah, well, whatever. Coffee. I didn't say ice or hot. I just said coffee. So whatever you want. No. What was that when I used to drink? Annette used to say, I didn't know you drink coffee. She said, well, it's called hot toddies or hot lotties or something like that. Puts a little bit of alcohol in it, but I don't drink, so yeah. Artscape Adventures, Jeffy Bear. I finally caught you on live. Hello, hello. You are a very man, very positive. Transitions take time. Hugs. Well, thank you, and I am taking all the time I can. Yeah, thank you all for being here for sure. Barbara, I even still drink hot coffee too, no matter how hot it is. And true, it does keep a balance in the body temperature to stay cooler. Oh, good. I thought I was having a problem when I heard that, but no, that's good. Okay. Oh, Martha Oliver. Hi from your neighbor up north in Alaska. Hello. Glad you're here. Uh, Prescott, Arizona. Sandra. Yep. Glad to join your live chat today from Prescott, Arizona. Yeah. I I really like to go down to the lower part of the states. I mean, I've been as I forget the name of the highway, but they call it a trucker's highway. So it's basically in. I went down as far as like I went down as far as uh, Oregon, and I cut across. I think it's the 188 or 88 or 80, something like that. I think, but they call it Americans call it truckers highway. It's a straight path, but it drops down a little bit. And I've been to Utah and places like that, and and then I went all the way up, and I came out through Detroit, and then I went back from Canada all the way to Maine and all them other little parts. I have been years ago straight down. I don't know if it's the 5 or straight down from Cornwall, Ontario, or Prescott, straight down all the way to Florida. That's as far as I've been, but I wasn't. I was on my honeymoon then. I wasn't. I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't running in a van or anything like that. Yeah, muscle memories, Kim. That's what it is. My pain. Yeah, some people love their coffee. I know. When I first got sober, I drank 48 cups a day and smoked about 3 packs of cigarettes. That was induced by not drinking anymore. So yeah, I know what it means. I had the shakes. I mean, I had everything. It was like really, really bad, but I couldn't stop. I mean, it was like the coffee, talking about yourself, trying to get yourself better. It's like, oh yeah, it was crazy. Uh, Spooky Jeffy Bear. Hi, I like your channel. Keep up the good work. Do you believe in Bigfoot, aliens, Loch Ness, things like that? Well, not necessarily, but a lot of people said they exist. So a lot of people said they exist. So I don't know. It's just like, it's like people, you ask that question, nobody get upset at me. Do you believe in God? Does he really exist? What you believe in, I guess. I don't know. It's like it's the same, it's a hard one to say. Some people say they've seen it. Some people say they, did different things. I was just listening to Raven. She sent me a little Bigfoot thing, that Sasquatch type of deal, and just a baby one. But I got it in my room, and she did a story on it one day. Not on that, but she did a story from where she comes from, which is Wisconsin. And there was a person, she doesn't know him, but there was a person to say or something like that, or she did know him. And he said they shot one time by accident or something like that, if that's the way the story went. So I don't know. I mean, these people, you can't get a hold of them to really question them because it's old stuff. So yeah, I don't know if that's true or not, but whatever. If that's what you believe in, yeah. I don't necessarily believe in that. I haven't seen anything yet. So yeah, that's about as far as I can say about that. Ben Jr., Canadian Bigfoot, Justin Trudeau. Oh well, a true horror story. Oh yeah. Okay. No politics, please. No politics. Yeah, I'm not in the good headspace to talk about politics because basically the government's giving me the two-step runaround to an amputee that can't get his darn driver's license and his drugs. So yeah, no politics, please. Oh yeah, okay. Everybody, I think my email should be up there somewhere. But if you want, like I said before, you can email me again or email me and, talk about what we were talking about at the beginning, anything, and maybe I'll have something to say new in my next video. And if that goes over well, yeah, we'll continue that. But yeah, if you want to help out or if you want to just share something about you, because I can't go out and see you yet. Yeah, you want to share something about you, be good. More content for my channel. And then I can say you heard it here first. No, no. That's cool. Diane, yeah, Diane said, I want to get my little brother a sign that says caution Bigfoot crossing as a birthday joke. Last month he's hairy enough. It's funny going when I was in Squamish, going down towards oh man, my brain is so bad. Going towards the campground, Squamish Valley Road. Yeah, at the beginning of that road, there's a couple of bumps, and at one part of that road, just after the bumps, there's a big sign, beware Sasquatch crossing. It looks like an official sign. That was kind of weird. That was kind of cool, actually. Oh, spooky. It's cool, bro. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Anyways, I like your channel and van life. What is your favorite place you visit while you were in van life? Well, Squamish Valley, mountains around Squamish. Um, yeah, I mean, I like to go. Well, it's impossible, but I like to go places that not too many people have been. But like there's lots of eye candy when you're driving down the Sea to Sky Highway. There is lots of it. Uh, you just look up, you see falls, you see this, you see that. They got things that not too many people stop at, but they got little readings there of where the natives, they were there much longer than we've ever been around. Uh, they were running into the water, swimming across, running up a hill, swimming back, and they climbed the chief. Now, if you ever seen the chief, that's like an impossible feat. That's like an impossible feat. So yeah. And for all you people, this is from my friend Kevin or Kev C. His daughter made this. So yeah, coffee time with the bear in the chair. So yeah, yeah, there's a lot of places. I mean, I can't really name them all. Like I mean, I loved. Oh yeah, I went through Saskatchewan, I believe, and I thought this is boring as heck. But I met somebody at Paula Blusa. Her name's Paula, and I met somebody that came. I forget her name, and I apologize. But she uses her camera, so she takes shots of everywhere. And I follow her every now and then, and she's taken me across Saskatchewan. It's not as boring as I thought. And I met another real estate agent. That was before I ran into Brent, and him and his wife took me out for dinner, and he was talking about stuff, and she said, "Well, if you like this, go here." And there's when I did my earlier videos, there's me taking a shower outdoors in a parking lot. Well, that's the place she took me. She said, "Follow this," and it was flat. It was flat like this, flat, flat. And then all of a sudden, boop! I'm into a little valley. I got trees all around me, lakes on both sides, people water skiing, and trees where you can hide underneath and you know get shade. I mean, it's not on the same level. I started here and I ended up here. And I was like, what the heck? And then I went to another place in that same province where you got there and the whole place was full. Like it was like flat, but you see mountains and feet. And, oh, it was like a beautiful sight. There's so many places I've seen. Like when I went to Nova Scotia, Bay of Fundy, uh, PEI. I mean, I haven't talked about that because everybody I know lately have been there and they're still there. Brent and Chrome and Emmy. So I haven't, but I haven't been to Newfoundland, and I plan on going there. And I don't really want to know what they've seen or did. Reason being for my madness is I want to experience it as something I just I seen. I do watch them. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, yeah, I don't listen a lot though, and I just want to experience some of that myself. Hey Jeff, Saskatchewan has a lot more than people think. Yeah, that's true. Central Saskatchewan is part of the Canadian Shield. Yes. Trees and rocks, and not so many people. Yes. I agree, Robert. Marzin Worldwide, so grateful to see that Jeff is doing much better than he ever has been in the history of his channel. He looks so vibrant, healthy. God bless you, Jeff. Well, thank you very much. Marzin, God bless you too. Yeah, so that's pretty much it that I got for going on now. But I want to thank everybody for showing up on a short notice. You didn't even get a notice. I must have went ding on your computer and you were there. Thank you very much. I mean, I really appreciate it. Yeah, I want to get to Quebec, Percy Rock, because my family came from there. They originated from there, I believe, and then they landed in Montreal. Then they landed in Kemptville, Ontario, and then in Ottawa. So I've been to Percy Rock before when I was a kid, and yeah, I'd just like to go back. I mean, I've talked to some bikers on bikes, and that's a beautiful place. Look, I don't drive super fast. Excuse me. Beautiful place to drive around the ocean and see things. And Percy Rock is great. I still remember it since I've been a kid. And I have an aunt, my uncle's wife. She comes from that neck of the woods. So yeah. Okay, I'm going to leave you now at that note. Thank you all for showing up. I appreciate it. Uh, Hopefully, my email will be up there. And I just want to say thank you. I appreciate it. Until next time. Oh, yeah, the brain. Aloha to my Hawaiian friends. And I mean, hello to everybody else, peace to everybody else. And I'll see you next time. And thank you again. You made my day. Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye bye.